Man 2006 here. We have a new box to open today. Now, it's not what you're thinking. It's not a new camera. I've been in touch with Trade Square, where I sent both my cameras in to get fixed, and one of them is here. Now, I'm going to give you a little update of what has happened with the cameras in general. I called today, and I just got the package today, so that's kind of good. I called them to find out why it took so long for them to fix this one. And the other camera, and I'm not going to tell you which one this is yet, but the other camera, they couldn't fix it because of the parts. So that's what they told me. So they're going to be sending me, the nice thing is, both cameras, the warranties, well, this one you'll see in a minute, but the warranty, both warranties, they actually are refunding me the balance, so that's kind of nice. They're giving me back the money that I would have spent on the warranty, so they're giving me back the two amounts for that, and the other camera wasn't fixable, so they're sending me a check for that camera to replace it. So now we have a big decision on what kind of camera we get with this money that we'll be getting back from Trade Square. I'm gonna probably wait to buy a camera because there's some new cameras coming out in the market very shortly. So I'll probably be waiting and getting a sense of what those might be, and I might hint later on what they might be. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this unboxing review of an old product that I had that now has been fixed, and I'll go into details later on about what they fixed on this camera and why they couldn't fix the other camera. I took all the packaging information off because you don't want to give that out on camera. Now, if you're wondering, this is the Panasonic G85 video in this, and it is in 4K. So if you want to wonder what the 4K looks like, this is definitely the 4K. It is inside, but it is the 4K. And it's a little nighttime outside, so it might be a little dark in here. I have my lamp on, so you guys can kind of get a sense of the lighting in here. Alright. So, like I said, I just got this today, and this is, and again, they really package this very well. So, the camera with this camera, the problem was, it was the camera memory card, sometimes would say no memory card found, which is one of the issues. There was, when there was one in the slot, sometimes the camera would shut off during video, saying it gets too hot, and it shuts down. The lens cover would not shut. There's a little wear and tear on the camera, and I also had to call them back because I noticed after doing the video on this camera, the viewfinder wasn't working. So those are the issues wrong with this. You know, it's a normal term where the viewfinder on the back wasn't working, repaired to something, and nothing else. So this is probably about what they did, I'm betting. Well, it says your device is properly in good standings. Order, term, and agreements have passed our control and inspection. If the device had a battery, it's charged properly to leave the. Okay, so they're saying that the battery's been charged. If you have any questions about the issues, you may call them at any time. Thank you for them servicing your thing. Now, this is the camera that went in a long time ago. So this is the 9X20, and they really do a good job at packaging. I mean, so here's the charging unit. I mean that's not. The battery must be on the unit. Not unless it's in here. Let me move this over here. So then here's the battery charging unit, which, you know, I sent it in with it. because they needed all that kind of good stuff. So that's the charger for it. Now, they do a really good job at packaging it. I don't know how they do this, but they like wrap it on a piece of cardboard. I don't know what this is, but this is just, I guess, a tracking thing. I'm not sure. But, so this is the 9X20. Now, if you recall back in the day, about a year ago, I sent it in to get fixed as well. And it took 5 days, and then they sent it back and said it was fixed. Well, obviously, they didn't fix it. If I had to go back in, same issues. So, 9X20 is the one that we got back. It's the HD, it's not the 4K. But at least, hey, we did get one of the cameras back. They also, like I said, because the warranty was up on this, they said, make sure it works. You got 30 days to make sure it works. If it doesn't work, we'll send it back, and then they'll obviously either fix it again or give me my money back, which I would hope that they'd give me my money back. So let's, they must have shut it off, so we're gonna, I usually have all my cameras turned on. Looks like they did factory reset it. So we are going to have to reset the time. But the good thing is, it is January now, so we don't have to, we just got to change it to 2017. It's, does it say what that is on there? No, it doesn't. No. I could turn my monitor on. I'm looking at my phone. There we have it. Alright. Because they did say make sure you got backed everything off the camera, because they do reset it. So you need to make sure that you do that. So I just fixed the clock on it, so it's on the right time. Let's see. Home. And then it's asking for time zone. Okay. Sure. Okay, so that's all set. I put in the time, the date. Well, that's right. I never sent them a memory card. I was saying no memory card in there again. Alright, yes, they did fix the viewfinder. That's a good thing. If you look up there, I don't know if you can, but before it was a black screen up there. So they did fix that, which is good. So now if I'm doing the game and I want it, you know, it doesn't flip up or anything like the other one, but you can at least look in there. So good, very good. The battery is partly charged. It's at about 25 minutes of battery life right now. So like I said, this is the 9X20. It does look like the lens thing shuts. Before this thing wouldn't shut all the way, so that's, so it does shut now, which is good. So yeah, I think as long as this camera works, we'll be, I don't know if I'll be switching from the G85 to that camera, just because the G85 is a little bit better quality, and this camera is, if you remember back in the day when I was doing videos on this, and there's footage of that back in the day when I was doing that, using this camera, it takes 10 pictures between shots to do pictures. But the nice thing is now I got the G85, so technically if I did do video on here, I could do the pictures on the G85, which is videoing this right now. And like I said, it's got everything you need. You got the hot sheet on this side. A lot of you know, it's been used, so there's a lot of cracks around the thing. So this camera is back. Like I said, the F991 camcorder, the 4K camera, was not fixable. I sent in, again, through the same company a week later. And when I called them, they sent a message yesterday and emailed me saying, please call them because there's an issue with the device. So when I called them today, they told me what was up. It was that the battery latch, remember that's the main thing, is it broke and they couldn't get the part for it, I guess. So they couldn't get the parts, therefore they couldn't fix the camera. So now it's time to look for a new camera, but also, like I said, there are new cameras coming out on the market very shortly, because if you didn't know, there's a big electronics show called CSS 2017. That's going on right now down in Las Vegas. And they've already released one camera that I'm really in particular trying to get. So I might wait until that comes out and get that, and then have those two cameras. And if you didn't know which one it is, it's the G85 big brother, the G5. It's the Panasonic G5, which a few years ago came out with the G4. Uses the same batteries as that one, I believe. Same everything. But the neat thing is the G5 is going to be coming out in the end of March, I believe is what they said. End of March, beginning of April, I guess. So that camera is a really good high-line camera that I might try to get. Instead of getting maybe a camcorder, I mean, I might get that. Instead, it's still a mirrorless camera. It does 20 megapixels, I believe. It will have 4K video internally, just like this Panasonic does, but different, frames. It also has a dual card slot. It also has a battery grip, just like this one. This one couldn't have a battery grip. I just don't have it yet. And then they also have a whole bunch of accessories that are very interesting to have. They have a hot shoot that you can plug in a mic. So you can have a mic like on the internal type thing. And that's kind of interesting to have. It has the audio out cables. That's very nice to have, especially when I do all these. I do other videos for other people, and that's a nice feature to have for that camera. Right now, what I have to do is I have it attached to a device underneath my camera, and then that has the audio. But that camera actually has it built into that accessory chute that goes on top. It's an expensive little device, but it does have it built in, which is kind of nice. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I just want to give you this great update about the cameras. I mean, it's unfortunate that the other camera couldn't be fixed. This one could. The guys over there are very great. I mean, I even thanked them on the phone. I said, thanks for the services that you've done. You know, getting in contact with, I've been contacting them pretty much every single day, finding out what's going on with the cameras. And like I said, in a few weeks I'll be getting a check from them for the other camera, the F991, for expensive, because that camera was expensive, and then I'm probably going to save that money and buy this new G5. Or maybe you guys mentioned another camera out there that I might want to look at. I know someone mentioned a Panasonic 2500 or something like that. And that looked like a decent camera, but now the G5 is coming out, and I think I'd rather spend my money and get that, because then I can, the other camera wasn't, I don't think it was interchangeable lenses, and the lens I have now will work on that G5, and then I can get more lenses so I can, really get into the photography business of taking good stills. And also, the 4K video, unfortunately, I won't be able to shoot any 4K because the only 4K camera is this one. Now, if I do, see, that's the problem, is that the other one was back, I would do 4K on that, and then do stills on this camera, but because that camera got no longer fixable, that I am not doing that. So, I might be able to shoot some 4K video. We'll have to see, like, a lot of my reviews probably in 4K, but besides that, there might not be that much 4K content on the channel. Not unless I want to do a senior night in 4K, which, obviously, if you didn't know already, I did 2 games yesterday. They're being uploaded right now. One of them is being uploaded right now. It's the FM Wrestling Senior Night is being uploaded right now. The other one has been up for a little bit of time. So, if you want to look at more videos like that, you can. But this camera is back in action. I'll just try to get, I'm probably going to get a new memory card for it. And then maybe a new battery. I don't know. The battery I might not need because, like I said, this is just going to be for some videos. I think I'm still going to use the Panasonic G85 because it's very good quality. Even I know that the focusing is not that good on it. I mean, if I bring it up here, it kind of focuses, but the focusing on it is not that good. But the G5 probably is going to be much better focusing, and then I can really save up my money instead of buying accessories for this, which is not going to last that long anyway. You know what I mean? I'd rather spend money on saving up to buy this new camera that's coming out very shortly. This camera, the G85, the G5, It's going to be a great camera. It does use different batteries, unfortunately, than this one, the G85. But it does have a battery grip. It has the mic thing. It has a great feature set. And if you guys have any suggestions of what other cameras might be good, I don't know if there will be a new camcorder coming out from Panasonic or JVC or any of the manufacturers yet. Like I said, CES is going on right now, 2017. And if I didn't tell you, Happy New Year. And yes, I am feeling much better. So thanks for asking. And yeah, if you have any other questions you want to know about any cameras I've had, I can try to get the answers for you. Like I said, the Panasonic F991 is no longer in service because of that issue. I could rebuy that camera, but because of that battery issue, the latch broke, and they couldn't fix it. So, like, the latch, you know where this battery goes, the latch here, that was down here, it broke. So they can't, and you can see the focusing thing now. See, it's not focusing. But down here, the latch where it broke, they couldn't get the parts in it. It's just too much. So, with that, I mean, it's sad, but, you know, what are you gonna do? This camera's gotten a lot of use, and they said, you know, you have 30 days to make sure it still works in the best quality of your, you know, what you do. So I'm going to be testing this camera out. I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos. I don't know if I'll be uploading the videos, but I'll be shooting some videos of things going on, just to make sure that this camera is ready to fix it. And if it isn't, it's going to go back, and then I can still try to use, you know, that money maybe to buy a new camera. And like I said, the Panasonic G85 is doing a great job with video. I don't know if you've noticed any of the videos. If you watch any of the videos, you know that the quality is very, very good on the camera. And I just hope that you can continue to impress the videos. You know, now that I got this camera back, I can do more videos on the G85. I might not. I don't know. People haven't really asked any questions about the G85. But yeah, so the camera, the 9X20 is back. It's the XC8920. Right there it says it. And this thing is not focusing. It's got Wi-Fi. It's 20 megapixels stills. But yeah. So I'm gonna probably be charging this battery up. You know, make sure it's all charged go. I do have more events tomorrow. There's probably not gonna be that much in the next 2 weeks. I don't think there's that many games. I mean, there's one next week that I know of, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it because I have something else going on that night. So I don't know if I'll be able to shoot the video. I might be able to do junior varsity, but probably not varsity. And at that point, I don't know if it's worth doing it. Man, this thing got chewed up. It looks like the power thing. But yeah, so it looks like they fixed it all, and I will be able to, you know, test it out, make sure it does really work, and if it doesn't, it will be back in the shop again. But this camera took a month to get fixed. Just about almost a month and a half, I think. A month and a few days. So I'm hoping that it's fixed totally, but, you know, time will tell. And I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be a lot more videos on my channel, probably. I don't know about today. I might try to do another Minecraft, but probably tomorrow I'll be doing some more Let's Play videos, and I have a sport video tomorrow for you, so there'll be that coming up. I don't know if it's seen tonight. There's one more ice hockey game, or one more wrestling match that's coming up in about 3 weeks, I think, or 2 or 3 weeks, and that's their last game, and then they have tournaments. So I'll be covering those tournaments. Don't worry, there'll be at least pictures of that, and then when they get the classes, when they do the, you know, 1 through whatever, I will be posting that up like I did last year as well, as long as it's all good video and my cameras can handle the longness of that, because like I said, the Panasonic G85, it does struggle with how long a video you can do. Now maybe by then I'll have the grip. That grip will hold 2 batteries. I do have 2 batteries for it. It just, I don't have to, you know, you won't be able to pop it in, pop one out. So I might have to use the grip if I can get it, or maybe another device that would be able to charge the battery as it's videoing, which there is a device out there. And again, I might have to buy that kind of accessory stuff. But yeah, I mean, I hope that, like I said, the Panasonic is back in full force. And so this is pretty much what I got back. I got the battery, I got the camera, and so I'll be charging this camera up probably in the near future, and we'll be doing some videos probably on the Panasonic maybe, giving you more information about that. It's a great camera. Like I said, leave us suggestions of what kind of camera maybe I should get. Should I get the G85 or the G5 when it comes out in the end of March, beginning of April? Or is there another camera maybe that's out now? Or do you want me, I mean, I could get the same F991 camcorder, but my thinking is, if it happened once, it could happen again with the battery latch. And that's an unfortunate thing, that the battery latch made it so it wouldn't be fixed. And that's because it fell at an event and it broke the battery latch and the battery. That's unfortunate, but things do happen. So, I think without further ado, I'm going to end this video off by saying bye-bye for now.